Good day, everyone. Today we're going to answer problems involving theorems on chords of a circle. So find the indicated measures. Use the figure on the right. So given this figure, we're going to answer all of these questions. Let's start with number one. So if segment TC is congruent with TL, so as indicated, this means that if these two chords have the same distance with this with from the center, then therefore these chords are congruent to each other. And by looking at this means that this is a perpendicular bisector as well. So meaning that this point bisect the chords into two equal parts. Then we are asked to find the measurement of GR. Now AE, chord AE is 19, therefore chord GR is also 19. So the reason is these two chords have the same distance from the center. Next, if GR is 18 and AE is 18, so it just tells us that these two chords have the same measurement. Therefore, it is equidistant from the center. Meaning the measurement of this chord from the center is equivalent from the measurement of from the distance of this chord to the center. So if CT is equivalent to 12, therefore TL is also equivalent to 12 centimeter. So that's the answer for number 2. Good day, everyone. Today we're going to answer problems involving theorems on circle. And sino ba yung sigaw na sigaw na yan? Go. Good day, everyone. Today we're going to answer problems involving theorems on chords of a circle. For this problem, we are asked to find the indicated measures. We will use the figure on the right. Number 1. Segment TC and segment TL are congruent. So meaning these two are congruent segments. Now what does that statement tells us? It tells us that these two chords are equidistant from the center, meaning they have the same distance from the center. And that tells us that if two chords are equidistant from the center, therefore these two chords has the same measure. Now if chord AE is 19 centimeter or 19 units, therefore chord GR measures also 19 units. Because they're equidistant, therefore they are congruent. Now on number 2, GR measures 18 centimeter and AE measures 18 centimeter as well. Now what does that given tells us? It tells us that the chords are congruent. And if the chords are congruent, they are equidistant from the center, meaning they have the same distance from the center. So technically, if CT is 12, it's safe to say, or it says that TL is also 12. So the answer for number 2 is 12 centimeter. Now GR is 24 units. This is 24. Now what is the measure of GC? As you can see, this chord is perpendicular and it connects this point from the center. This is a perpendicular bisector. And a perpendicular bisector bisects the chord into two equal parts, having C as its midpoint. Therefore, we can say that GC is half of GR. And what is half of 24? That is 12 units. Now we need a larger space to answer number 4. Now, if TL is 6 and AE is 16, then find TL. TE, I'm sorry, then find TE. Let's connect a line here from TE. So you'll find TE. Again, to illustrate it well, this is 6. This whole of it is 16. That makes it 8 because this is a perpendicular bisector. And we need to find TE. Now, we created a triangle, a right triangle to be precise. So with a leg of 6 and 8. Now, to answer this, we will use a Pythagorean theorem in this form. We will solve for the measurement of TE. So we will have to use this formula. How do we came up with this formula? I just transposed it. I just exchanged these two sides of the equation. Then square both sides. That's what this is perfect square. So the square root of T squared is TE, and the square root of this is this. Now again, we know that this is TE, wait lang. TL is 6 and AE is 8. Mhm. Okay, 8. Now we have this as our substitution of our values. Now to find TE, let's solve this. What is the square root of 6? That is 36. What is the square root of 8? That is 64. 36 plus 64 is 100. Then the square root of 100 is 10. Therefore, our unit is inches. Therefore, TE is equal to 10 inches. Next is number 5. TE is 25, meaning the radius is 25. Then TL is 7. Then we are asked to find the measurement of EA. Now, let's analyze first the problem. To find the measurement of EA, the best way to answer this is to find the measurement of EL, this one, this side, EL. Now, to find the measurement of EL, we need to use the Pythagorean theorem on this equation, in this problem. Again, we are doing, our side is TL and EL. We need to transpose this on the other side. So that gives us this one. And we will go and get the square root of both sides. And that gives us this one. Now let's substitute the value of it. TE is 25 and TL is 7. 25 squared is 625 and 7 squared is 49. Now 265 minus 49 is 576 and the square root of 576 is 24. So we know that this side is 24, EL or LE. Now since it is a perpendicular bisector and this is the midpoint, we can say that this is also 24 and so that EA is equivalent to 48 centimeter. Our next set of questions are this. Again, we need to find the indicated measures and we will use the figure on the right. CT is congruent with LT. So they are congruent. Now, if EL measures 2x plus 3, then, wait, let's just put on the other side. Now, we know that EL and CG are congruent. Now, why are they congruent? Why are they equal? Because these chords are equidistant from the center, meaning that these chords are congruent. And this is a perpendicular bisector, meaning that these two chords that these two chords will bisect. And half of it is also equivalent by half of it. So that's why EL is equivalent to CG. Now, what is the value of our EL? EL is 2x plus 3, and CG is 11. All we need to do is to do some algebra and get the value of x, which is 4. Now the value of x is 4. On number 7, again we have the same equation where GC is equivalent to EL. Now we need to substitute all the given, which is GC is equals to 3x plus 7 and EL is 16. Now let's find x. Do some algebra and 3x is equals to 9. Divide both sides by 3. The answer is 3. So x is equal to 3. For our number 8, we have GR is congruent with EA. So CT is equal to 2x plus 9 and TL is equals to 4x. Now we are asked to find the measure of CT. We are not asked to find the measure of x but the measure of CT per se. So since these two chords are congruent, therefore they have the same distance. So it's safe to say that CT is equivalent or equal to TL. Then let's substitute the value of CT, which is 2x plus 9, equals the value of TL, which is 4x minus 7. Now let's do some manipulation in order for us to get the value of x. Let's put all the variable side on the left side hand and all the side for all the constant term or the numerical value on the right hand side. That gives us negative 2x is equals to negative 16. Now let's divide both sides by negative 2 and we have x is equal to 8. Now to find the value of CT, let's substitute 8 to the value of x. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 9 is 25. So CT is equal to 25. Last, CT is congruent with LT, meaning that gives us that this segment GR is congruent with segment EA. Now we are asked to find the measurement of EL. Okay? Now to find the measurement of EL, let's equate GR to EA and substitute all the values that we have. So we have this, our value of our GR, and this is the value of our EA. Now all we need to do is to simplify all of this. Let's subtract x squared on both sides and let's just manipulate this. So they put this on the other side, they cancel out each other. Then 2x minus 4x, that would give us negative 2x, then negative 16. Divide both sides by negative 2, which is x is equal to 8. Now let's substitute 8 to the value of EA because we need to know the value of EA for us to know the value of EL. So we have 8 squared is 64, 4 times 8 is 32, minus 10. That gives us 86. So meaning all of this from E to A is 86, then half of it is the measurement of EL. Therefore, EL is equal to 43. Okay, that's it. These are the sample problems involving theorems on chords. So I hope that you learned something from today and more videos to come about circles and theorems about circles. That's all for today. Bye-bye.